Yo, what is going on, guys? Kamon here. Today I'm gonna bring you guys an updated version of Swordsoul for the October post AGOV set release. I don't know what to call it, but yeah. Yo, I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded it in a week, but yo, I just needed a break. All right, so a few things, right? Number one, we hit 2,000 subscribers, bro. Woo! I'm gonna be having a video coming out for that pretty soon, like a thank you video. Number two, I'm gonna be doing a brand new series for Swordsoul. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing like Swordsoul matchups, like explaining them, like said matchups with Swordsoul, like what you wanna do, what you wanna look for, etc., etc. So be on the lookout for that, because I kind of figured like, yo, I wanna upload other decks too, but I still wanna do Swordsoul content stuff. So I'm like, yo, that'd be perfect, you know what I mean? And don't worry, I'll still be doing deck profiles and duels with Swordsouls. But just, it's a good thing, more Swordsoul things. But anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you guys the main deck extra inside, and I'm gonna be honest, yo, I'm not saying I broke this deck, but I found a better formula for this deck, or for this version, especially post AGOV, because like I was doing like a lot of playtesting, like I was doing a lot, like I wasn't uploading, but I was doing like a lot of playtesting with this deck, and I'm like, yo, I see where it struggles, and like I feel like I definitely helped out with that a lot. Like I was dueling against a lot of the Chimera branded deck. Yo, that deck is crazy, bro. It has so much hand advantage. So like this version is really good versus this. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the main deck extra side. Let's get right into it. And yes, the side, aka is tournament ready. But yeah, I changed around a lot of stuff in here, bro. So let's get into it. So first things first, 3 Yugioh. At one point, I was running her at just 2, but this version I'm running her back at 3, only because like my personal thing is like you want to see her because like she gives you so much advantage going first and or second. It does suck when you draw her, and like it does suck when you draw her and only her with hand traps and no worm, then she's dead. But even then, like that's not really too often, you know what I mean? So 3 Yugioh, she saves you so many times, summon her for free, special, etc. So 3 of her. Next, 3 Moye, you know the standard, bro. 3 Moye, 3 Long Yuong, and 2 Taya. Very standard. This will never change. You could argue that maybe you want to play Taya at 3, but I feel like you don't really grind too hard to have Taya at 3, so just 2 is just fine, and you can like the thing about this, if you're a Swordsoul player, you know you can recycle back any of your worms, you know what I mean, with your Adara. So if you banish them, just put them back to your hand, you know what I mean? So 3/3/2. Very standard Swordsoul play. It'd be crazy if we got like another like Swordsoul monster. That'd be crazy. And that's it for Swordsoul monsters now for the Tenyis. 3 Ashuna, 2 Vashuda, and 2 Adara. I like this ratio. I am not playing the Shatana anymore because this is a new version to where I don't think you really need Shatana. But if you want to play them, you have to like make room for other stuff. But so far, I like just boom, 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 like these right here. You know what I mean? But you can make an argument of like, oh, you still need the Shatana, which not a bad card, but I'm not even running Circle, bro. So, and like, you'll see like this version, you'll be like, okay, I see what you mean. So yeah, that's it for the Tenyis. And believe it or not, I took out Apple Dragon. He's not in here no more. So yeah, crazy, I know. Apple Dragon isn't like a bad card by any means, but I feel like I want to have more gas to like defend against like the like current meta and whatnot. Because like when you think about it, like Mana DM puts up like 3 or 4 monsters on board. You know what I mean? The branded deck puts up like 3 or 4 monsters purely. You know what I mean? So like I feel like it was time for Apple Dragon to like get out of here. That's not me saying Apple Dragon is a bad card by any means. It's just I wanted to kind of defend more. So let's get to the hand traps. We're playing a lot of hand traps. So 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and believe it or not, 3 Ghost Spell. We know Ash is good, Droll is really good. Ghost Spell, in my opinion, very, very, very underrated. This card is so good, bro. Believe it or not, this card hits a lot of things in this meta in some way, shape, or form. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying it'll just stop every deck, you know what I mean? But believe it or not, there are a lot of decks that move stuff from the freaking graveyard, that can banish stuff from the graveyard, that can move stuff, you know what I mean? This hits that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, this hits Called by the freaking Grave. This hits the Manadeum spell card. Like, if they destroy Meek, they'll usually go Chainlink 1 Meek, and then Chainlink 2 the Peaceful Planet Delirium, and then you go Chainlink 3, Ghost Spell, stop that, you know what I mean? Like, this hits so much. Like, I recommend definitely playing Ghost Spell. Oh, also, it slows down Unchained stuff. It hits Phantom Knights, because that's seeing a lot more play. Tier Elements, it stops the Horus stuff. Also, it does slow down Unchained a little bit. What else? Like the list goes on, and Ghost Spell is just very, very good. And I wanted to kind of have more kind of protection in this deck, because like at the end of the day, Swordsoul is a very solid deck, but like your most standard boards and plays is you'll have two like interruptions. You'll have a Shisho plus a Baron and a Shisho and or Dragite plus, you know, a Sinister. You know what I mean? Either way, you'll have two things. So like you want to back it up with hand traps also. So just these 9, I genuinely really like Ghost Spell in here. I think y'all should actually try it out. Now for spell cards, we're rocking Droplet, bro. I miss playing this card, bro. Droplet is so good. I love this card. Droplet, baby. This card is so good, dude. Now that Arise Heart is not in the meta anymore, Droplet is live, running around again. And like, again, with the Chimera branded deck, they'll usually summon out a Dragoon. This just nullifies Dragoon altogether. You know what I mean? It's too good. The only thing you have to watch out for is Shifter, but even then, like, only Thunder is playing Shifter, and like that's only for like a turn or two. You know what I mean? Like a turn or two of not using this versus using this all the time, and that's if they draw Shifter. You know what I mean? And like honestly, Swordsoul has a pretty good matchup versus Thunder. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a bad matchup for us like at all. We can still do what we gotta do. You know, get rid of the freaking Impen and still play. You know, do our thing. So yeah, just Droplet's really good. And obviously 3 Emergence, because, you know, search card, Rhoda, why not play it at 3? There's no argument to play this card at 2 or 1, play it at 3. Like, you just see it, search, you know, search. Super good. And now, a card that I put back in here, you guys might be kind of shocked, but the OGs and the freaking real ones know why I stopped playing it, but we're playing Pot of Desires again, bro. Yo, I put it back in here out of a woman. I'm just like, yo, this card is so good. So here's the thing. This card was never bad by any means. I just stopped playing it because of all of the Runic running around and Caster running around. You know what I mean? So Caster make you banish like 16, and then you banish 10 more, and then you draw 2 more. That's 28 cards out of your deck pretty much. No. But since Caster isn't really a thing anymore, and like you don't really see Runic too often, and that if you do see Runic, it's not like a pure version. You'll see it mixed with stuff. Like Desires is such a good card. Like I said, like you want to have some kind of hand advantage in this deck as much as possible. You know what I mean? And also a pretty cool interaction that you can have. Again, if you're facing the Branded Chimera deck, if they go Desires, you banish 10 for cost. If they go I think Mirror Knight in the graveyard, banish it to negate this. You can literally go Spell, negate that. So then you still get your draw, you stop that. You know what I mean? Like Go Spell is such a good card. Plus the best combo, in my opinion, you go Desires and they go negate them with a monster on field, and then you go Chain, Droplet, pitch or tribute the pot of the Desire. You know what I mean? Like I like Desires back in here, and like you just want to see, like you want to make a big board. Like you'll do all the searching all you want. You know what I mean? Make a big board, then you want to draw into your hand traps. You play a lot of 3-ubs and 2-ubs. You know what I mean? You play 3, 6, 9 hand traps in here. So it's like, yeah, thinning out this deck is very important. Plus, this card makes your Chinging live again. So, 2 Pot of Desires. Now, I am playing 2 thrusts and 2 talents to round off the spell cards. Just why not play thrust, bro? Thrust is really good. I have the card, just play it, and obviously ending off with the 1 blackout. The only trap card you do play, we don't play in perm because we do play droplet. You know what I mean? Thrust is really good because like you search out talents, you search out blackout if you need to. You'll search out your desires, which is very, very important. You'll search out your emergence, and like you do have cards in the side deck that you can search out. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to play thrust, I don't see why you wouldn't play thrust. But if you want to play like what was it, vessel, you can play vessel in here too. Like you can make an argument to play vessel, but I like this, like just 2 and 2, because like I said, like the fact that you're fighting against so many decks that can play during your turn too, like thrust is really good for that, and talent's really good for that. So like I said, like the Chimera deck is so crazy, bro. It's such a good deck. Like you have to respect that deck. So like they do something, you go, all right, cool. I'm gonna go thrust. I'm gonna search out desires to like draw 2 more cards if I need it, or like if it's during the main phase, you can go thrust and then you go search out your talents. You know what I mean? Like thrust is just really good to have in here. So yeah, that is it for main deck. That's solid 40 cards. Yeah, this is more of a standard-isk list, but you know, why not play it, bro? Let's go to the extra deck. Now, going for tokens, you know, got the Yugioh, Swordsoul token, Swordsoul. Get these Swordsouls from Etsy. Oh, I got this mat from eBay, but I know the Mana Moon website does sell it. But when I looked, it didn't have the cloth version, so yeah. Yeah, this is from eBay too. That's it for those. For extra deck, 2 monk and the 1 shaman. I've gotten so used to just this ratio, just 2 and 1. I don't think you need 3. I don't think 3 is like, oh my god, I need 3. I think 2 is just fine in my opinion. If you want to run 3, you can, but I like just 2. I don't feel like I ever missed the like 3rd one. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it for the links. But if I'm gonna tell you now, I don't have SP Little Knight. If I do, I'm putting her in here, bro. Putting her in here. For the synchros, we're playing the 1 Yazi and the 2 Boxia. Put Boxia back to 2 because since we're not running Apple Dragon, we're not running Chaos Angel anymore. Because like I said before, if you run Apple Dragon, you run Chaos Angel. If you don't run a Chaos Angel, you don't run Apple Dragon. You know what I mean? Because like you can't really go into Chaos Angel like too often. You can in this deck if you really want to, but it's very awkward. You know what I mean? So Boxia back at 2 is really good. Plus like you need the double like spinning on the field. You know what I mean? It comes up pretty often now. Now for the 8s, 2 Shishao, the 1 Draco Berserker, and the 1 Dragite. Just because you want to just, you know, make some 8s. I do not own Crimson Blader. If I did, I would definitely run Crimson Blader in here because that card's really good this format. You go Crimson Blader, attack, and your opponent can't play it. It would depend on the matchup, like for instance, Swordsoul, Mana Diem, the Chimera branded, you know what I mean? They can't summon anything, so. But so far, these 8s are pretty good. They get the job done. Now for the 9s, I did put back in Chao Feng. Chao Feng came back in there because everyone is running Nib, like everyone and their freaking mother. So mega Chao Feng early, really good. And like this card stopped a lot of the meta now. Like Mana Diem, they can't play. They cannot play, bro. You summons versus Mana Diem, it's pretty much GG because they can't use Room Heart effect. They can't use Visa's effect. They can't use any of the Visa stuff. Like their stuff is donezo. So Chao Feng is very good again. So yeah, plus Nib, you know what I mean? And 10's very standard. Sinister, Shang Ying. I did put in the Ice Shade. This card's pretty good because you don't want to get hit by evenly, destroy anything. Like this stuff's Mirror Jade, all that stuff. And then obviously the 1 Baron. Very standard extra deck. But again, if I had SP Little Knight, I might take out, I don't know what I'd take out. Probably a Boxia, just because I have 2, you know what I mean? If not a Boxia, I'd probably take out Dragite for the SP Little Knight. But yeah, I definitely recommend running Chao Feng again though. Chao Feng is solid, baby. Solid, bro. You summon this versus like Mana Diem. Their turn pretty much is just, you know what I mean? Like, it's very hard for them to play. Like, they can still do the Scareclaw package if they run like a big package, but even then, like, that can only get them so far, you know what I mean? So that is it for the extra deck, 15 cards, solid. Now for the side deck. I know y'all are ready for the side deck, bro. Let's see, side deck is I like the side deck a lot, I think it's pretty good. Just 3 Sea Turtle so I'm running Sea Turtle over Kurikara because I don't want to bank on my opponent doing anything. I want to just shut up, here you go, you know what I mean? If they have 2 monsters, they have 2 monsters, but this is mainly for purely, bro. Like, that Noir, bro, here you go. And like, you can make an argument of like, oh, Kurikara is better, but it's like, they're not gonna use both of their Noirs, you know what I mean? They'll use one and keep one safe, so it's like, yeah, Turtle is just good for that. So just 3 Turtle because, you know, I don't want to deal with any problematic monsters. Come on, bro. 3 Spellbound, bro. This card is seeing a lot more play, and I'm very happy because I've always had my secret copies. This card is so sick. So yeah, 3 Spellbound. If you guys don't know what it does, is your opponent currently, the monsters they currently control, use them for nothing. No Link, Exceed, Synchro, Fusion, can't tribute, nothing. They don't exist. So 3 Spellbound, can't tribute either. So, plus the card's good versus Flunder too. So, now for the back row hate. 2 Lightning Storm and then 1 Duster. These are all searchable off of Thrust. You know what I mean? So, yep, back row hate. More back row hate and other stuff evenly. Again, searchable off of Thrust also. You know what I mean? So 3 evenly. And 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance because purely Manadium, Branded, Chimera, all that stuff, bro. Just stopping that, very, very important. So yeah, I think the side deck is very, very, very strong. But if you want to make an argument for this over Kurikara, you can. But I think this is the more safer build, or a safer card, just Gamma Seal. You know, you just, here you go, not to play. You know what I mean? Like, because Kurikara is good, but I feel like it's not seeing as much play anymore. So yeah. Yeah, man, that's it for the Necrophile, man. Hope you guys did enjoy it. This is more of a standard-ish build, but it's still a very good build. Nonetheless, hope you guys did enjoy it, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the video. See you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.